It's track reviews.
Hey everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you are doing well. All right, it's time for a track review. It is time for a track review where I give my thoughts on a brand new track, good or bad. You know what it is. You've watched them already up to this point, I imagine. I want to quickly give a shout out to our sponsor in this video, the good people over at The Ridge. They make these nifty, awesome metal-plated wallets that fit nicely in your front pocket. Minimalist as hell, sleek as hell. Hit up the link down below. Use promo code MELON, 10% off. So, Lalala. If you've been paying attention to popular music in 2019, you have heard this track because it's one of the most viral songs of the year. Yeah, it's no Old Town Road, but still one of the most viral tracks of the year from Baby No Money, Canadian singer and rapper, and producer Y2K. And for the most part, the track, I've always interpreted it as being a bit of a fluke, not to say that Y2K and Baby No Money aren't talented in their own right, but for the most part, the track feels like they're just kind of riffing casually in the studio and just having some fun and just fooling around. And the song just miraculously became a hit through viral spreads and social media and people just enjoying how casual and fun, silly, and a little tongue-in-cheek the track is. I mean, not only is the production solid, I like the little Latin guitar line, as I'm sure many people do, that's worked into the instrumental. Baby No Money's performance on the track is pretty slick and charismatic. Now, it seems that the track has become enough of a cultural phenomenon to where we're getting remixes of it, and look, that's part of the course. That's what we should be getting. I mean, look at how many goddamn remixes there were of Old Town Road, so let's get some remixes of this track, please. But on this new remix of Lalala, we have some interesting additions. One, we have Enrique Iglesias on this track, who is an artist that I haven't heard him on a huge mainstream track in a long time, so interesting to hear him back in the cut here, coming out of the woodwork for this song. I think it's a fitting addition, as prior to his feature on the track, there wasn't a whole lot, in my opinion, that called back to the very obvious Latin influences in the instrumental of the song. For the most part, they just kind of stick out like a sore thumb, is just not really being connected to much. I mean, they're fun, they're catchy, they're cool, I like them, but it's awesome to hear an artist like him, or know that an artist like him is popping onto a track like this and potentially adding to and enhancing those elements. And then we also have Rae Jepsen, pop singer, Canadian pop singer. I imagine the Canadian connection with Baby No Money maybe making some sense here. But Canadian pop singer Rae Jepsen appearing on the remix to this song. Now again, keep in mind, this is like a funny, kind of tongue-in-cheek pop trap, rap tune. This is not a pop song. This is not Rae Jepsen's usual repertoire. But she's popping onto the track anyway, and I guess we will see what she and Mr. Iglesias do on this new track. It's not too much longer than the original, so I wonder how they're going to structure it out and fit them into the song. Will they have enough time? Will they cut out some of Baby No Money stuff to make room? I guess we'll see. Lalala remix. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a shot. Ba-bam. Okay. I enjoyed that. I was pretty impressed by that. I mean, it's not a night and day difference with the original or anything, though, with these remixes of super viral songs that we're getting over and over and over these days. I guess that's not necessarily a requirement or anything. We do get a bit of a cutback on Baby No Money's mic time. We do get a bit of an extension, a bit more material from Iglesias and Carly being added into the track. They try to redo the whole little skit, but with Carly's voice at the start of the song, just to be cute, I guess. Carly's Performance, which kicks the entire thing off really, was great. I was really happy with it. I thought it was fantastic. This is not usually what Carly does, but I think she sounded great over the beat. I thought that her cold-blooded delivery was fantastic, and I thought that it was an interesting way of approaching this song, which previously had just been, again, pretty silly, a little tongue-in-cheek, very playful. Carly sounded very serious, and I'll say again, cold-blooded, and just like, ooh, she's just sounded mean on the mic. She's bragging a little bit, too, about selling out shows. I like it. I enjoy it. It's good. Vocal melody was sweet. Delivery was understated. The way her and Baby No Money's vocals interlaced at a few points, I thought was a nice touch. And then there is the matter of Mr. Iglesias, who pretty much kills it on the track with 2 miniature verses, one in the first half, one in the second half. Both sound great, and I think he enhances the Latin elements of the song really well. I will say structurally, adding all of these extra voices and parts in here does make things a little bit cluttered, and it kind of makes you lose track of like what the progression of the track is a little bit. Not that I think Lalala originally was like the best structured song on the planet anyway, as there isn't really a whole lot of contrast across the track. And now that you're throwing all of these other voices into the mix, I think that lack of contrast makes itself even more apparent, because where we are in the track and where we're headed next isn't completely clear. So I will say that. I think moments like Carly recycling like her mini verse at the start later into the track kind of adds to that confusion a little bit, because like, okay, is this a verse? Is it a hook? Why are we repeating it? Why is it popping up at this point again with kind of a weird pre-verse moment from Carly before it that wasn't there on the start of the track? So structurally, it's a little shoddy. I think that it could have been cleaned up a little bit more, and maybe even made the same length as the original, and just sound equally as tight and as direct. But that's the one, I think, downside of this remix. Outside of that, instrumental same. Pretty much the Baby No Money parts that are here are the same. The Carly and Iglesias additions to the track I thought were really good. And I don't know if I have anything else to say about the song. I think it's a likable remix. It's a fun remix. Certainly made me smile a little bit more than the original did when I first heard it. So yeah, make sure to let me know what your thoughts on it down in the comments are. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Y2K, Baby No Money, Enrique Iglesias, and Carly Rae Jepsen forever.